flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is in. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the New England Patriots. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. Ready? Let's get it. Check back 21. Here we go, here we go. Great. Check back 21. Ready?
Newton on first down. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Eight. Check back 21. Check back 21. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, here's Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. Hey, defense, let's go. Great.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. These two teams, the Eagles and the Pats, did not meet in the regular season last year, so their last official bout was in Super Bowl 52 in Minneapolis. Everybody remembers that one with the Eagles staking claim to their first ever title. And the Philly special went down in football history with Nick Foles catching the pass from Trey Burton in the end zone. What a game that was. On 2nd and 12, Wentz. But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Look, 120. 54. Watch the out. Watch the out.
From the gun on third down, Wentz looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They'll run, it's Sanders, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
54, Mike.
Wentz now on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the Patriots' 17-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
They'll try and run it in with White. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Gun. Let's go.
Here's Newton. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Nick Perry comes flying in for the sack. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Gun.
Newton. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz, who nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, Haywood!
Shotgun now for Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Newton now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now Newton. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
20.
First down, here's White. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. From the 50, Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Newton now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, check.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line.
First down, New England.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Here's Newton. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Great. Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Don't get nervous.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and that'll be second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Let's go, D. Sunday. Two jet. Right there. 54, right there.
Now wins. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
Here
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Newton. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and it's 3rd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
To throw on 3rd down. Newton. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Fletcher Cox racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. This Pats and Eagles matchup is part of the NFL 100 series. These two teams met in Super Bowl 39 and also recently in Super Bowl 52, splitting the pair of matchups. Tom Brady was the constant in both of them. His counterpart the first go-around, Donovan McNabb, and the Pats won that affair. But then the Eagles would get revenge 13 years later behind the very unlikely hero, Nick Foles. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
Ready. Check 53. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Great. 53. No. Mike, stop your body. I get it.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together, the front and back working.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Brandon Graham make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Check 43.
3rd and long, it's Newton. Well, he's going to go for it all. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points in. Complete. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game. And he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Newton now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Able to get away, and that will be incomplete.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing now is Wentz. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Wentz now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Man open, it's Goodwin. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
82, 40. Mike 20, Mike 20. Yeah.
Wentz. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will get the lead up to 14. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
20. Check 3. 8.
A final shot before the break. Newton. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Here's Wentz to throw. He gets away from one. He'll rifle this one deep and got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing is Wentz. stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 30. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. He's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
You don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
On first down, Sanders. Devin McCourty brings him down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play.
Crunch time, defense.
To throw, it's Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
They come out here in the eye. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Check. Watch 54. Here we go, G.
On 3rd and short to give it a tight end. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
There we go.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in the to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Check 26, check 20. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Deep rib, deep rib.
The backup Stidham, his first throw. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off play action. Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Jackson. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points. And we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
They'll go again with Sanders. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? See on the left side where the play was going, where they call play side? But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 280!
I got you. Double tight, guys, double tight. We got
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. But now it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw is Newton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's taken to the 26. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Another run here with Sanders. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2.
3 down. You go. Just watch 88.
Now Wentz. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Been a long day for you.
Check. 40.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders, and he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another run with Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Eagles on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Wentz now to throw. And that is incomplete. Adrian Phillips there to knock that one away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Patriots take over.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Gun.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Check.
Now Newton. Here's Sanu on the catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. You look night.
From the red zone now, Newton. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Jannard Avery. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Newton now to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
It's on Andre Dillard, first-round pick from Washington State. He was the second tackle taken in the draft. He's flagged there.
Pac-Man. Waiting. Got you, boy. Watch 88. Watch 88. Single receiver.
Now wins.
Single receiver.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here we go, here we go. 280.
Got double tight. Double tight. Alert.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
I'm coming.
Now Sanders. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here.
Wentz on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. Waiting.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Bringing up 3rd and 12.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Philadelphia, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.